If you agree a €60,000 salary, the Aspirock Netherlands worked example puts the real cost of hiring an employee in the Netherlands in 2026 at about €76,000. 8% statutory holiday allowance comes on top, plus employer social premiums of roughly 17 to 23.5%. Here is exactly where every euro goes, and the two legal switches that can cut the bill. Dutch employer cost is 4 premiums stacked together. First, unemployment insurance, called a WF, at 2.74% for permanent contracts or 7.74% for flexible ones. Second, disability insurance, called a OF, at 6.27% for small employers or 7.63% for large, plus a 0.5% childcare surcharge. Third, the Return to Work Fund, WHK, averaging 1.52%. Fourth, the healthcare levy, ZVW, at 6.10% in 2026. Here is the fact most cost guides miss. Every Dutch employer premium is charged only on the first €79,409 of annual salary in 2026. On a €60,000 hire, the full salary is inside the cap. On a €150,000 hire, nearly half the salary escapes employer premiums entirely, so the effective rate drops sharply. In practice, the Netherlands gets proportionally cheaper the more senior the hire. On top of salary, Dutch law requires a holiday allowance of 8% of gross pay, usually paid out in May or June. Two traps here. It can only be reduced or waived in writing, and only for staff earning more than 3 times the minimum wage. And the employer premiums we just covered are due on the holiday allowance as well, up to the cap. Budget it from day one, not as an afterthought. The Dutch state pays you to commit. Give someone a written permanent contract, and your unemployment premium is 2.74%. Keep them on a flexible or temporary contract, and it is 7.74%. That is 5 full points of salary, every month, just for the contract form. For a €60,000 hire, offering a permanent contract saves about €3,000 a year. In the Aspirock Netherlands worked example, a €60,000 salary costs a small employer with a permanent contract about €75,900 in 2026. 60,000 in salary, €4,800 of holiday allowance, and roughly €11,100 of employer premiums charged on both together. A large employer, using a flexible contract, pays about €80,000 for the same person. Pension can add more, which we cover next. The Netherlands has no universal statutory pension duty for employers, but do not relax yet. Mandatory sector pension funds and collective labor agreements cover large parts of the economy, and if one applies to your industry, participation is compulsory and can be enforced retroactively, with back payments. Before your first Dutch hire, check whether a sector fund covers your activity. It is one of the most expensive surprises in Dutch employment. For expat hires, the famous 30% ruling still pays 30% of salary tax-free in 2026, for employees earning at least €48,013. From the 1st of January 2027, the rate becomes a flat 27% for anyone who started after 2024, and the salary threshold rises. 2 myths to ignore. The old 30-20-10 taper was reversed before it ever applied, and the rate does not drop in 2026. One more switch, and it is a big one. If you second an employee into the Netherlands from another EU country within a 1 certificate, they stay in their home social security system for up to 24 months, and the Dutch employer premiums in this video simply do not apply. You pay home country rates instead. The conditions are strict and worth checking carefully before you rely on them, but for project-based moves, this is one of the biggest cost levers in Dutch employment. The quick essentials. Minimum wage in 2026 is €14.71 per hour. Probation is capped at 1 month on most fixed contracts and 2 months on permanent ones. Employer notice runs from 1 to 4 months with service. Aspirock provides employer of record and payroll services in over 70 countries, including the Netherlands, and our complete guide to hearing employees in the Netherlands is linked below. If you want this cost model run on your actual numbers, get in touch. The description carries the current figures.